Hello guys, I am back with another video. I'm really backed up on video editing. What is new? It is May 16th today and I'm still editing a video from February. I have a video from February, a video from March, I think 2 in April, and then this one, I want to say. So I'm catching up, but it is May and I wanted to do a little week in my life because I have started the Artist's Way. If you've heard of this book, you know that it's basically a 12-week program to rediscover your creative, artistic self, and you have weekly exercises and then you have 2 facets that are daily/weekly. So every single day you write morning pages, you write 3 pages as soon as you wake up, stream of consciousness writing, and then you take yourself out in an artist's date once a week. So that could be like taking yourself to the museum or going to a park and painting or something like that. Just something that will allow you to experience life and use your 5 senses and take things in from the outside world that you can use for your art, that will inspire you to create art. And then the morning pages are great because through them and through the other weekly exercises, you're identifying blocks and you're doing shadow work basically. It's kind of like therapy in a book, honestly, and you're doing a lot of the work that you need to do to identify like what's been holding you back or what fears do you have that are not allowing you to unlock your highest, fullest potential. So that's what I'm doing. I did my morning pages today and I read the introduction and like just basically, yeah, just the introduction. And so I have to read the first chapter still because that will tell me like what my week is supposed to look like in my weekly exercises and stuff. But I've been tabbing up and like making notes and everything because it's just so, I don't know, I find everything in this so far to be so relatable and just so interesting. And yeah, so I've been kind of writing in the margins and underlining everything. It's just basically talking about like for example, like the censor that's inside of us that's always like negative and telling us that we're not like good enough or that it's just like ridiculous that we're trying to be artists, etc. Like as locked artists, we tend to criticize ourselves mercilessly. Even if we look like functioning artists to the rest of the world, we feel like we never do enough and what we do isn't right. We are victims of our own internalized perfectionist, a nasty internal and eternal critic, the censor, who resides in our left brain and keeps us a constant stream of subversive remarks that are often disguised as the truth. Make no mistake, the censor is out to get you. It's a cunning foe. Every time you get smarter, so does it. So you wrote one good play, the censor tells you that's all there is. So you drew your first sketch, the censor says it's not Picasso. And that related to me so heavily because yesterday I was literally thinking about with acting is so full of rejection all the time. And that was one thing where I've had successes this year and I have filmed projects, and those projects some of them have come out recently, and I've been given such great validation and praise from such kind and amazing people who are fans of the work that I did and fans of my art and my creativity. And yet I'm still like, okay, but that's not a movie. And then if it is a movie, where I filmed a Hallmark movie last month, I'm like, okay, well that's not an actor movie, and etc, etc. Like it's always like, okay, yeah, it's that, but it's not this, but it's not that, but it's not this. And as soon as I achieve the that I was saying it wasn't previously, so I'm like, but it's not a movie, I'll get a movie, and then I'm like, okay, but it's not this movie, and then I'll get that movie, and then I'll be like, okay, but it's not this. And it's never being satisfied with my work. And I realized yesterday that that's something that I have as like a belief in my head, where I'm like, you can't celebrate your wins and continue to win. You can't succeed and continue to succeed, or you can't celebrate your success and continue to succeed, which is so not true. You can celebrate your success and you can continue to succeed. But in my head it's like, well, if I celebrate my successes, then I'm never going to continue to improve and succeed because I'll just settle into that success and be like content with that and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, it doesn't mean that you're settling. It's just you're using that as fuel to your fire to continue to improve and to reach those other goals. But at the same time, you're still celebrating your successes because you did succeed and you deserve success and you deserve to feel good and you deserve pleasure. And so I think this taps into a lot of that. I definitely struggle with perfectionism and imposter syndrome, which is common for artists, but at the same time I don't need to define myself that way in order to be an artist, where that was another thing that came up where I was like using that as an excuse, being like, well, all artists think that their work isn't good enough. I'm like, that doesn't mean that, like, it doesn't make you an artist because you're a perfectionist who never allows themselves to see the value in their own work. It makes you an artist because you're creating art. That's literally it. That's the value, that's the virtue of being an artist. So there's definitely a lot that has already come up, and it's only been day one of my morning pages, although I will say yesterday was my first session with my new therapist, which was really great, and I'm very grateful for her, and I'm looking forward to seeing the insights that come out of that. And I think that working on this book alongside having someone there for guidance when I do feel stuck, or I do feel like I can't fully process all the way through, like I can get myself to a certain point, and then sometimes I just need a little bit of a helping hand to completely get there, with healing and with processing and releasing old blockages and old negative beliefs and limiting beliefs and that sort of a thing. So I'm hoping that using the two in tandem will allow me to just flourish as an artist and unblock what I need to unblock. And yeah, so I wanted to talk about that today and this week. So today was my first day. I'll bring you along the week just in general as a vlog. You can see kind of what I get up to in the week, but I will also take you on my artist date, whatever I decide that's going to be, and we'll discuss the weekly, some of the weekly prompts that are in here once I read the chapter. And yeah, we can just talk about week one of The Artist's Way, and then you can also see just a week of my life in May, because that's kind of where my YouTube channel has been at recently. It's 2025 has just been me. It's more slice of life type things, and finding the theme in each week and delivering that in a pretty little video, because I find that that's just my favorite way to do this. So I hope you guys enjoy as well, and without further ado, I think I'm gonna pack up my things and go to a cafe, get some work done, hopefully finish editing that February video. That's my goal for today, and then maybe go to the lake and take a little walk, enjoy, read, do the things, maybe read chapter 1 of The Artist's Way. We'll see what we get up to, but it's a really warm day today, so might as well make the most of it and get outside for a little bit. It's so hot. It's so gross. Oh, I can't stand like intense heat. I can't do it. It's so funny because I think the universe affirms you when you're making the correct decision. It'll also give you signs when you're not, but I do think that it affirms you and validates you when you do. And I opened my Instagram up and I was looking through a YouTuber. Britney Spears. I was looking through a YouTuber's stories who I used to watch a lot and then have just recently gotten back into. Her name's Kayla Nicholson. She's great. And I was like just looking through her stories, and her last one was her doing The Artist's Way. Of course, like what are the odds of that? That's crazy. I literally just got back into her like a couple of days ago. I was watching all of her videos catching up, and then she's doing The Artist's Way as well. So funny how the universe works. Is like, what is this email? But yeah, so I'm gonna go to a cafe. I'm really hot. And then yeah, I was listening to Toxic because I'm doing a jazz funk course right now for 6 weeks. I don't know if I talked about it in my last video, but most of the dance classes that I've been doing recently have been just like drop-in classes. I've been doing drop-in jazz funk the most, but then I'll also do drop-in contemporary, drop-in ballet, and drop-in hip-hop at times. I really want to get into a ballet course soon so that I can just like do it weekly every single whatever day it is, and then build upon my skills. But that's something that I'll have to do. It's hard to do it with my actor schedule because I don't know if I'm just gonna all of a sudden be on set and then I have to miss like 2 weeks of the course. It's kind of hard to navigate, but I did commit to the jazz funk one. It's every Sunday for 6 weeks. I'm on week 3 on Sunday, and I'm very excited, and our final performance is gonna be to Toxic by Britney Spears, which is like, how iconic is that? So I was listening to Toxic because I was just practicing some of my moves, the first little part that she taught us last week. But yeah, so. So I'm pretty much almost done my video. I finished editing the last
part of the video basically, and then Adobe Premiere Pro crashed and every single thing that I did was gone. So I literally just immediately opened Adobe and pretended it didn't happen and just did it all over again immediately, because if I allowed it to, I would have fucking screamed. I was like, nope, I'm just gonna redo it, I don't give a shit. If I had let it, I either wouldn't have done it again, I would have screamed, or both, because that's so annoying. But whatever, I redid it, and so it took me twice as long as it would have, but it is what it is, and so that's done. Now I just have to go through the whole video, because I like to watch it once and then like tweak anything tiny and then take clips to do the intros of my video from the rest of the videos. So that's all I have left to do. So now I'm just driving to the lake, and yeah, it's really hot. Busy here. I was surprised, but then I realized it's after work on a Friday, so I guess everybody's coming out to enjoy the nice weather. The gnats are really bad in this park for whatever reason, so they're kind of annoying, especially when you go towards the water, which is where I started. So I tried to get away from them. I got a little picnic bench here, my book, and try and read a little bit, but it's kind of hot, and I feel like I'm probably gonna go soon. Poured myself a glass of wine because, I don't know, I went into the kitchen and had my leftover Chipotle and then saw wine. I was like, that's a great idea. So now I have my wine, but it's on the condition that I actually get some editing done. So let me try and finish this video and get her done. I am out here writing my affirmations and blurts, and it is pouring outside. I'm watching Miss Dochi and trying to listen to what her affirmations were and what she says with the artist's way, and it is literally like, you can see that. Pouring. Thunderstorming. Setting the vibe though. This is my cozy little spot with all my pillows and journals and coffee and muffins and books. I made gluten-free muffins yesterday. Don't know if I mentioned that, but this is very cozy. Loving it. This is so great. Yay. We love a cozy Saturday.
I'm going to start with the first assignment. So the first thing that I was supposed to do for week 1.
Okay, so I totally made another coffee. Tis right here, and my little I love you mug with the heart handle, and I also brought another muffin because Dude, I haven't had pastries in so long because like no place has gluten-free stuff. It's so hard to find. Like Starbucks doesn't even have gluten-free pastries. And I'm like, you're such a big chain to not have something for people with like such a common allergy. So it's been so nice to just, I know I should just like bake my own more often and then I can like bring them like I brought them yesterday to Starbucks and stuff, but sometimes you just don't have time. Sometimes you just like stop in a Starbucks because you're rushing off somewhere and you want a coffee, but you also want a little pastry and then they don't have anything for you. And so you just get the coffee and you're sad. So it's been nice having these carrot muffins, which is why this is my third of the day. But I am just chilling. I haven't really done much. I mean, I did. I uploaded my video finally. I uploaded my February diaries video. I'm gonna put you down because I'm gonna chat, but I don't want to hold this. I uploaded my February diaries video, so that was when I was on the second set of this year. And all the two projects that I have vlogs for, I have a vlog in January and a vlog in February, are actually out now, so I can talk about them. The first project that I did in January from this video is The Doctor Will See You Now, and it's on Real Short. I'm really happy with it. It ended up being so great. I was watching it and was just really happy with how it turned out, and I feel like we did such a great job and we worked so hard on it, and I loved that character so much. She was just so fun to play, so bubbly and positive, and I related so much to her, and everybody in the cast and the crew is just amazing. That was just such a great set, and I'm really happy with how everything turned out. So I hope you guys enjoy if you do end up watching, and for those who have watched and have messaged me on Instagram or have commented or have made edits, people have made collages for this project. It's just so beautiful and so affirming to me because this is genuinely my dream job, and it has been since I was so little, and so it's just it's so dear to my heart. And the fact that there are people out there that are like encouraging me and affirming my work, and it keeps me going. And it's not an easy career path, but it is something that I don't know, I feel it deep down in my soul. It's a knowing, I can't explain it. I was watching a video of Dochi's it was on TikTok, but I think she posted on YouTube, and she was talking about the same thing, where she was like, I just know, I don't know what it is. It's like it's God speaking through me. It's like my soul just knows, and that's exactly how I feel about acting. And so I'm just really grateful that I feel like I'm really on this path now, and only up and up, and I have a hard time affirming my success, and I have a hard time being congratulatory towards myself and my success, because I'm always like, okay, yay, great, that anyways, what's next? Which I feel like I might have mentioned already, but that's something that I talked about in I had to do affirmations and blurts, which are basically, your affirmations are like, I am a talented actor, and then your blurts will be like the little nagging voice in your head that's like, yeah, but you're not good enough to actually make it, that type of a thing. And so once you kind of identify those blurts, it kind of takes the power away from them, and it keeps you continuously affirming and kind of training your brain to affirm that positive affirmation to help you keep going. And these are all blockages, these blurts are all blockages that block you from unlocking your true potential and getting to where you want to be and all of that good stuff. So that's the hardest way. It's been great so far, but that's basically that. So anyways, The Doctor Will See You Now is out, and now so is the second project that I did in February. It's called After Divorced, and it is on Joy Reels, so if you wanted to watch that as well, it is out. And I also had a great time filming that. The cast and the crew were so amazing on that. We really did get close on that set. It was just so fun. I love the fact that I can pull up to work and it's just a bunch of other people that are creatives pulling up to work, and we're all creating, and we're all, you know, knowledgeable in our own little fields, whether it be in art or acting or film, cinematography or directing, like whatever it might be. Everybody's just coming together and bringing their talents and their creativity and putting it into a pot, and we're all mixing this pot, and we're like, well, like, let's see what happens. And you get so close to these people because they're all like-minded individuals, most of them, and it's just amazing. So I'm really grateful. So those videos are out now if you guys wanted to watch, and so are the actual projects themselves if you want to watch. If I can link them in the description, I will. But yeah, I've always also been really scared to kind of promote my work, and it's like this fear that I have of like, oh, like it's not good enough. And while I'm proud of it, and I worked hard on it, and I know that I like put in all that effort and love and creativity into it, and it deserves to be seen, and it deserves to be affirmed, and it deserves to be out there, and I deserve to feel good. And yeah, so it's a big step for me to come on here and be like, if you guys want to go watch that, because I'm like, there's that like little nagging thing where it's like, well, it's not that like big of a deal or whatever. It's fine. It is fine to build your way up to where you want to be, but while you're on that journey of building your way up to where you want to be, you need to congratulate yourself for the steps that you have taken, because I can look back and be like, there's that version of me back there that would be so proud of where I am right now, or so excited about where I am right now, or couldn't even fathom where I am right now, etc. And then there's there's a version of me in the future that will look at me right now and think the same thing, being like, oh, she doesn't even know what's happening, she doesn't even know what's coming, she should just enjoy, she should be grateful, she should be enjoying this moment and this time, because everything's gonna be fine, everything's gonna turn out fine, because I have that knowing, I have that faith in myself and in the universe or God that it is going to work out for me. I don't know. Anyways, that was a whole rant. I don't know where that's coming from. The Artist's Way is really getting out of me right now. I also watched Dochi's introduction to the Artist's Way and week 1 videos, and that girl, I have so much respect for her. She is so incredible. The way that she just speaks with, like, you could just see like the wisdom, and like you could see like the faith in her eyes, and she just lights up when she talks about what she loves. I respect her so much, and I love the fact that she posted the Artist's Way week 1. So like, what, like, I don't know, maybe one day in the future, 5 years from now, I will be an Oscar award winner, and I will look back at this video and see that I was doing the Artist's Way week 1, the way that Dochi, now a Grammy winner, can look back and see herself 5 years ago doing the Artist's Way week 1. I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. So anyways, I made a coffee and I got a muffin, and I'm feeling a little bit like anxious. Like, I put out my video, and now I'm kind of like, I need to do other things, and I ended up putting all my clothes away into my new dresser that I was building in the last vlog. Finally done that. I've been really procrastinating that, so I did that, but now I'm still kind of like, and I did read something which was so interesting to me, because it was like, anxiety can, for a creative individual, be creativity built up inside of you. When you have a desire to create but you don't do anything with it, that energy becomes stuck. It shifts into anxiety. Anxiety is just energy that has no outlet, trying to move, but is trapped in a space that doesn't match its intensity. It's like your body and your mind are ready to create, but you haven't given yourself permission to start. That restless feeling, the tightness in your chest, which is exactly how I'm feeling. It's like a fist right here that's like, the racing thoughts. These are all signals of creative energy looking for a way out. The antidote isn't to wait for a perfect moment or the perfect idea. It's to move. Even a small step forward breaks the cycle. Draw a scribble, write a sentence, hum a tune, open your sketchbook, give that energy a path to flow, and watch the anxiety begin to soften. Creating isn't about perfection. It's about freeing what's inside of you, which is, I need to remember that. But that was from an account called Mood Board, M00DBORED, on TikTok. And so I was like, maybe that's why. So I took my scrapbook, and I have a scrapbook for traveling, because I do love to scrapbook. I don't do it enough that I can actively scrapbook like my daily life, which I would love to do. I just don't, I can't commit to it. Like, I know I won't, and then I get behind, and then I'm like, oh, but like, it's May and I haven't scrapbooked January, and then there's like so much, and then I just never do it, and it's overwhelming. But traveling, I don't do that often. I'll travel like if I can, and I'm so blessed to be able to say, but I'll travel like once a month, I wish, once a year, or maybe twice a year. So it's just easier for me to be like, I can catch up with my travel scrapbooks. So I was working on my New York pages, which I went to New York in December of 2023 for Christmas. But I also have like Miami, I have all of Greece done. I don't know if there's like important information, I don't think so, but this is Greece, and I have Athens, and I like just keep everything, like tickets and stuff for my travels. I love it, it's so cute. Like my little thing from the
Acropolis Museum, like just all that stuff. I have Mykonos. I have Eos. And Santorini. And then I was working on New York. Oh, I have Las Vegas. I always get a postcard from each trip too, to try and like put in Las Vegas. What was that? Oh, that was for my New York stuff. And then I'm like in the middle of doing New York. So I thought that I would get back into this and finish up New York. It's actually a lot nicer than I thought it was, because when I was doing this a couple of weeks ago, I was like, I don't like the way that this is turning out, but it's actually not that bad, and I just feel like my perfectionism is getting in the way. So anyways, I'm gonna scrapbook, because why not? I'm going out tonight to a neon party where they give you neon paint to put on yourself and then you just party. And I'm going with Kylie and Priya. And so it is 4:19 right now, and the party starts at 10. So I don't really have to get ready until like 8 or 9. I don't even know if people are gonna come at like 10 or not. I mean, we don't have to be there at 10, but we have tickets and stuff. So it's just funny to me because I'm like out here and just like comfy clothes, no makeup, just scrapbooking, eating my muffin, but I'm like actually gonna go out tonight. It just doesn't feel like it. Anywho, I'm going scrapbook now. Final product. I don't love the way that this looks underneath, but I like the way that it looks when it's closed. This is the fit for tonight. This is just a little bodysuit that I have on with my baggy jeans from Princess Polly and then my Midnight's cardigan. And plans have changed a little bit because we're all homebody introverts and we've all just been having very introverted, cozy days today because it's been raining all day. So we were all like, do you like really want to go clubbing tonight? Because when do we ever really want to go clubbing, to be honest? Let's be real here. So instead we're gonna do a charcuterie and wine and coloring night because we're connecting back to our inner child, and that's all that matters. So that's what we're doing, which is why I'm in a cozier fit, and I'm gonna head out now. I have my little bag full of my coloring supplies, some markers, a coloring book, my tarot cards that you color. I bought this. I wanted to do like, I want to use digital cameras all summer and then have like a bunch of film from the summer to develop at the end of the summer. So this is going to be the first night that I use that. And that's pretty much the vibe. So let's get going. It is cold. Goodness. The weather cooled down so much. Like, it was so hot yesterday. And it's not the case for today. I'm so bored of my music right now.
It's been a while. I know I shouldn't have kept you waiting.
This was the other option for our final jazz funk performance. This would have been fun too. I'm so happy we're not clubbing tonight, and I know that my friends are too, bro.
I can never say we could go back and be how we used to. Now families don't even say a word. I used to come over every Friday after work. It's better to love you from a distance.
Today I am. We're getting her charcuterie because we canceled on the club. What's new?
Why would we go to the club?
Why would we go to the club? Look at all that meat. Yes. Cheese, meat, olives, wheel d'olive.
Crack?
I don't know. Crack. Curs.
Cacciatore.
Curs. Cacciatore. This is, I'm buying that for real. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Wait, they're in the same aisle?
Wait.
Wow.
That was made for you.
Tis
What kind of wine do you want?
the same as always. Huh? Just Pinot Grigio.
Choosing the wine.
Important decisions being made here, guys.
It's hard to pick.
It's hard to pick. We could have been buying like $25 vodka. Actually, it wouldn't have been that bad of a cathedral, but still.
It would
The Ubers, yeah, the Ubers.
We're saving so much money.
We lost $20, but
Yeah.
we're still saving money.
We're still
so
saving.
it's okay, right?
Oh, it smells good already.
There you go. Presentation. There we go. Nailed it. Floor. And then French crack. And pistachio. I bought salt and vinegar pistachios. I don't know how that's gonna taste.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh, I didn't see it up there. I was like, not the crack.
Way. So cute.
I have used Squarespace to create my website, and I've continued to update and use Squarespace for
The client review was
side. I am just a beautiful weekend, and I'm updating my website right now, which I mentioned before, but I wanted to tell you about Squarespace because they have been such an amazing resource for me with my online brand.
Hello, I am headed to dance. I'm just wearing my little baggy dance pants that I got from Winners. I'm obsessed with them. They're so easy to dance with. And then my Adidas sports bra. And I'll probably put a shirt on top, but that's that. I am packed and ready to go. My bag ready. And going to week 3 of this 6-week dance course. So it's halfway through and I'm so excited to learn the next bit of our dance. Just practiced, I'm out of breath because I was just practicing the first bit of Toxic that we learned, and I feel comfortable with the routine. So I feel like I've locked that in, and that's good because then I can create space to learn all the new moves today, and I'm very excited.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7. We go up for 2 and down for 2 and up. 6, 7, left or rolls a drop up. We go left or right, a drop and up. Go jump, step, auto roll right, lift. 5, 6, 7, land. 8, look, 1, down 2, right, left, open. 5, close. 6, roll. 7, 8, left foot. 2, 3, 4, land. 5, 6, up, 7, 8, go 1 up, 2 up, 3, right foot, swim. Music?
I'm home from dance. I am so hard on myself. Like, we were learning the next part of the choreography, and I was just struggling to pick it up as fast as I wanted it to, and then just like completely was pissed at myself and just upset with myself. And I'm like trying so hard to work through that because I don't know like where to draw the line between being hard on myself to a productive point, where when you're productive with it, you're encouraging yourself and pushing yourself to your limits to try and like be as great as you can be, but then also there's a line between that and then pushing yourself, or like being so hard on yourself that you sabotage yourself. And I feel like I constantly cross that boundary and then sabotage myself, because even like in the beginning, like when we would work on the choreo again and like redo the choreo from the very beginning, from like what we learned last week, which I have down, because I was so in my head and upset that I wasn't getting the last bit, I would just throw away the first bit because I was just pissed and like sabotage the first bit, where it's like, no, but like the first bit you can kill, and then the second bit is not as great, but whatever, like we'll clean it up and we have some time to practice it over the week and whatever. But I was just getting so fucking mad, like I so annoyed, and like that's something that is a block and is definitely something that I need to work on, because, and it's something that like comes up in the artist's way and comes up with like my affirmations and my blurts and whatever. So I thought that it would like be good to talk about it, or like relevant to the video and talking about the artist's way. Yeah, I'm just like I get so mad at myself, and I'm like, I'm just learning it. Like I'm just learning it. It's okay to take time to learn it. Like, okay, great, like I learned it and wasn't as great today, but I can practice all week and then go back to class on Sunday of next week and like have it down. That's as simple as that. It doesn't have to be like this big drawn out thing. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I suck at dancing, I'm never gonna be a good dancer, I should just quit now, fuck this, I hate myself, like blah blah blah, because that's literally like all the blurts that immediately go over in the artist's way. It talks about your censor taking over. That's that voice in your head that's like, you're not really that great at it, or whatever the censor is saying. Like my censor was just like screaming today. I couldn't even, it like sometimes like she was talking about how it gets so loud that you can't hear that small little quiet inner voice within you being like, you're fine, it's good, like this is good. And that was me today. It was just screaming, and it like jumps to conclusions. It goes from like, oh, you can't get this choreo, to, oh, you're never gonna be a good dancer, to, oh, you might as well just quit now, because if you're never gonna be a good dancer, then why are you even wasting your time, to, oh, you look fucking pathetic, to, oh, people are probably judging you and watching you and thinking that you suck and you're never gonna get better, and your teacher's probably thinking, well, I can't even teach her because she doesn't improve, so what's the point, blah blah blah. Like all of these things are going through my head, and it's bullshit. It is literally bullshit, and I know that logically. It's just so hard for me to like recenter and be like, shut the fuck up, shut up. We're good. Recenter. So I'm trying to learn how to do that, but perfectionism is a disease. And I feel like in the later chapters she talks about that, and I'm like, I already want to like move to that chapter, because I need to hear what she says about it and see if she can help me out with this, because I don't know where to draw the line. A part of me doesn't want to let go of perfectionism because it pushes me to my limits and it pushes me to make it as good as I can possibly make it, but then again it sabotages you as well, and it makes you feel like horrible about yourself and all that. So I don't know, I thought I would share because maybe it's relatable. Maybe, potentially, I don't know. I did get a brown sugar oat shaken espresso. I'm gonna go take a bath and recenter myself.
0
0 spillage. That is an autumn miracle.
In the oven, so I'm making 8 muffins in total.
We're so fortunate to get upgraded to a suite.
Yeah, even just driving around, sometimes I feel like I'll just see things in nature.
Coloring away and watching Christmas vlogs. It's a great day off.
A while back, just for different hosting and
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside, and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. We were such a constellation, right? No, you'd agree.
Your girl is ready for her artist's date today, and I'm very excited, and I'm in my cozy comfy fit because today's artist date is taking myself to the movies by myself, and I'm so excited and a little scared because I'm watching Final Destination and I'm not really a horror girly, but I will explain the entire thing to you in the car. Let's go.
Okay, so like I said, I'm going to the movies for my artist date. I'm going on a movie date alone. I'm gonna get a little bit of popcorn and like a drink. I like the idea of the artist date being a way to like connect with your little self, your inner child. So I might actually, because I'm going right now, actually, how many times, take a shot every time I say actually, because I'm going to Chipotle right now to get myself some lunch. I don't anticipate being incredibly hungry for popcorn, so I think I'm actually gonna get like the little kids kit thing that they do. They do like a little tiny bit of popcorn. They do a little like tiny baggie of sour candy usually. Like it's usually like a thing of Jolly Ranchers, I think, gummies, and then like a tiny little Coke or drink or whatever. So I think I might actually do that when I get there. Now I'm really conscientious of saying actually a million times, bro. But anyways, I'm excited, I'm hungry. It's 1:51, the movie's at 3:20, but usually movies don't even start until 15 minutes after anyways, so let's say 3:35. So I have an hour and like 45 minutes until the movie starts. I'm going to see Final Destination. Now, I'm not a horror girly. I don't like horror, I don't like gore. I especially don't like paranormal horror, which this isn't. It's fine. I wouldn't actually, I genuinely would not go if it was paranormal horror. There's like a smudge on my camera that's really driving me nuts, but I don't know that I can like actually wipe it off or not. Oh, I did. Yeah, this is not paranormal horror. If it was, I wouldn't be going, but I wanted to go to see Final Destination, the newest one. I think it's like number 6 maybe, because I auditioned for the lead role of this movie in 2023 in like July, or no, in like May of 2023. I auditioned for the role, the strike happened, or the strike was ongoing at the time, I can't remember. And no, I think it had just started. And then I didn't hear anything back. And then literally for the next year, the industry had just been like really crazy with the strikes happening for SAG-AFTRA, and it affected us too in Canada and like all that stuff. You can Google it if you wanted more information about it, but yeah, I never heard back. And I was really happy with that audition. At least the first, I had 2 scenes. One of the scenes I was not, like, it wasn't completely perfect. I didn't love it. My coach liked it. And he said it was good and he encouraged me to send it, so that's what we ended up doing. The first scene though, for that, I actually really liked, and I was like, I feel like it's worth at least a call back. I didn't even get a call back for it. Anyways, a part of me, half of me, could be going to watch Final Destination to be kind of like, I don't even know what the word is. Sometimes like artists will look at other artists' work, especially if they got like the job that they were going for or whatever. It could be for acting, but it could also be for anything. It could be writing, it could be whatever. But like, let's say actors will like watch a movie that they auditioned for that role to feel like bad about themselves. And I'm not doing that. Just to preface, I don't want to do that. I mean, I could. It could be easy to switch that. It's like perspective, right? It could be easy to just like make that why I'm doing it, but that's not why I'm doing it. I want to go and do it because it's in theaters and it's a big franchise. Everybody knows Final Destination, and I want to watch it to be like, I was this close to being on that big screen. I was this close to being a part of that franchise. I had that opportunity to potentially be a part of a big franchise that's on the big screens, that people are going to the movies to watch, that's #1 on Letterboxd right now. Like, #1 is in like most watched at the moment on Letterboxd right now. Like, I was this close to being that person, to be the lead in that movie. What's to say the next opportunity isn't going to be that one for me? What's to say the next movie that I'm going to get an audition for isn't going to be the one that I book, that is going to make me the lead, that is going to be on the big screen, that people are going to be going to watch, that is going to be just like a big success and a big feat and something that I'm super proud of? Like, what's to say it's not going to be the next one, because I was already this close? It's like that little picture. There's a meme of a guy mining, and he's mining for diamonds, and he gets to the point where the wall is literally like a centimeter thin. Like, it's like one more smash of his little picket thing and he would have hit the diamonds, but he gives up and goes home because it's just been so long, and like he'd already gone through like this entire gigantic thick wall and he still hasn't reached the diamond, and he's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going home. I'm not doing this. I'm giving up. When he was that close, like one more little smash and he would have hit diamonds. He would have gotten there. And I'm saying, like, the fact that like, if you told myself back in the day, like little me back in the day who knew of Final Destination, that I would have auditioned for the lead role of the newest Final Destination movie that's out in theaters and that everybody's watching, just that audition itself, not even like booking it, but auditioning for it, I would have been like, what? Like, that's insane. That is insane. That's so crazy to me. So anyways, I feel like it has to do, like, I feel like there's a lot to this artist's date for me, where it's like I'm reframing the idea of like failure in my mind, because my mind wants to be like, wow, like that's like just another one that you didn't get, girl, like blah blah blah, like that stupid little blurt voice in my head that wants to be like pushing me down or whatever. Like, it's so much easier to do that than to be like, now I'm going and watching that and being like, holy shit, like that could have been me, like I was this close, and like that's gonna be me. I'm so close to that being me. I am so close, like I can smell it, I feel it, it's on the horizon kind of thing. So yeah, I just feel like it'd be cool. I'm kind of scared. I've seen the other final, like, in order to prepare for this audition, I did watch the first, I think 3 or 4 of the 5, like literally 2 nights before, just to kind of get the gist of the genre and whatever. And I mean, they're not like horribly scary, they're more like kind of ridiculous gore in a way where it's like, okay, but it's still like, ugh, it's still a little bit unnerving for me. So I'm a little scared to watch it in theaters, because I don't even know if anybody else is gonna be in the theater at 3:20 p.m. to be honest, watching Final Destination on Tuesday. But yeah, it's gonna be like super loud, and like I feel like it'll be a little bit intense. It's kind of an intense date to bring your little self to, I won't lie. I don't think I would bring my actual child self to this movie, but I can handle it. it's fine. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's my artist date for this week. I'm getting Chipotle, as I said, right now, and I'm gonna eat it and just like read and do a little, just chill in my car for a little bit. And then I'll head over to the movies and we'll watch Final Destination. Yes. Feels like a September day. It's so nice out. It's not hot. The breeze. I woke up today and I was feeling kind of anxious because I've been feeling so tired. Like yesterday I was exhausted, my body just felt so tired and I just needed rest. And so that's why I was like, any clip from yesterday was literally just me like coloring, reading, watching YouTube, coloring again. Like I think it has to I think it has to do with my luteal phase, but I also think it might have to do with like all the processing and purging and dredging things up in the morning pages every day, that my body is like tired, because when you're healing, you're tired, like you're putting so much energy into healing, and so you need more rest when you're healing. That's why like a lot of the times when people go to therapy, they come home and they're like, I just passed out, because it's exhausting, you know, like you're putting in the work. So I think that might be why. So I was frustrated with myself today for waking up a little later than I wanted to, for no reason either. Like there's not, like it's just for me to know that I woke up early. It's not like I had something to do that I missed. And I was so frustrated with myself for needing more time to rest. And then I was like, why am I so frustrated with myself? Like, what does my body need right now? And I was like, my body just needs rest. It just needs to take things slow for a second, and that's okay. It's like, I'll give myself one day, and then if I need another day, I get mad at myself. 'Cause I'm like, you had your day. Like, it's so dumb. And so like right now, like being outside and having fresh air and just eating in my like comfy clothes. I was like, what does my body need today? I'm like, rest, comfy clothes is another thing that I said. I think reading was another thing that I said. Getting some fresh air is another thing that I said. So like, I'm doing what intuitively, like what my body needs. But it's like that whole, like, give myself grace. I need to give myself more grace. I don't give myself grace, you know? And I feel like a lot of people don't. I think we're so hard on ourselves. But yeah. I like this. This is really nice. I should do this more often. I should come here more often. There's like nobody here at this park. There's construction going on towards the path. If you could hear that, that's construction. But like this area of the field is kind of fenced off from the path, and like there's a hill over there and people are like up on the hill, but it's fenced off from where I am. So not a lot of people are in this field, which I kind of love, because actually nobody's in this field. I said not a lot of people, nobody's in this field, so I can just like freely. Usually I'm nervous to film in public. I don't know why. Like, who cares? What are they gonna say? Oh, she's filming in public? Okay. So, and yet, I'm still like, don't look at me. It's nice. The breeze is nice. The sun is so nice. Oh my god. It's nice being alone. I'm feeling so comfortable in my like isolation. Not isolation, my solitude. It's a better word. Oh, that movie so anxiety inducing. Crazy. They changed the ending from what the audition was, which is interesting. And I like that I have that insider knowledge. But it makes sense. They probably were like terrified that it was gonna get spoiled or something, but. It's the rainiest, gloomiest day today, and I've been in my bed and I've journaled and I've been processing things, and I've decided that I'm going to go to dance. I'm trying really hard not to talk myself out of it, but I'm like, I should go. Like, it's like I'm getting the urge to go, and I feel like that's like an intuitive nudge, and my brain is trying to like talk me out of it. But I know that it's gonna be good once I go. So it's 2:39 right now. I have to leave the house by 3:45 to get there. Hopefully it's not too bad, the traffic and stuff, but I'm gonna get ready and we're gonna go to dance because we haven't been in 2 days, and I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it. It's time to get out of this shell. Okay, I am ready for dance. I just have on my Adidas pants that are a men's size large from Winners. I have my Gymshark sports bra on, knee pads, and Adidas shoes, Taylor Swift slippers. But yeah, I am ready. I feel good. I like this outfit. I actually originally put, I don't think you can see me there if I put it there, but I originally put leggings on and then had a moment of being like, you look so bad in that. And so yeah, I'm in my luteal phase. I think that's just really explanation. But I put on baggy pants and immediately was like, ah, yes. I just love baggy clothes. I love baggy pants and a tighter top look, but I also do like baggy pants and baggy tops sometimes too. I don't love like all tight clothes, to be honest. Just there's something about this that's like the comfiest thing in the world. So I'm very excited for dance now. Yay. I still have about like half an hour before I have to leave, but yeah, I'm ready for go. I'm ready for go. I'm ready to go. I need to go. Yeah. Yeah. It is raining. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Maybe not, but it's so cozy. Perfect day to not exercise and just stay in bed. But that's what I've done the last 2 days. And we're at a point now where we need to get back into it. So I'm excited though. Like, I'm excited. Like, I feel like I was like practicing a little bit of the dance for my, yes, I was practicing Toxic's dance routine. Brittany was like, you were practicing for Toxic. I was practicing a little bit, and I was like, oh, I kind of like, my body needs this. My body wants to move, so we shall listen to her and do that today. I'm trying to pull up the freaking GPS. I brought a banana. Don't know if I'm gonna eat it, but it's always nice to have. I got this juice from, I actually think I have like luteal brain, which I don't think I've ever noticed before, but I feel like I have it. Where did I get it from? The cafe next door, Dark Horse. Oh my god. Like, there's a cafe next to my dance studio and it is Dark Horse, and I got this juice and it's fire. It was $12, so it better be fire, but it's always like that with these Village Juicy. Welcome to Toronto. It's always like that with these Village Juicery drinks, but it's a grapefruit, ginger, fresh turmeric root, and celery. That ginger and that turmeric making it spicy. Bro, you don't. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my god. yeah, it's really good. Anyways, dance was so great. As you can see, my energy is just so much better than it was before I went to dance. It's always like that. That's why, like, even before I go and I really just don't feel like going, I like force myself to go because I know that I'm gonna end up leaving and being like, yes, like I feel so good. I love this teacher so much. She's so great, and like her dances are so great for beginners to pick up, but they're also so, they look complicated and they just look super great. And I don't know, it's just, it makes me feel so great. My agent's messaging me, I love her. Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm feeling better than I did before. It's still raining and there's lots of traffic and it's crazy, but we're good, and it was a good time, and I'm really happy, and I'm really happy with the dance. It was a good time, so yay. Anyways.
Well, I'm nothing like what you had before, so
On my way to therapy, slay, on this really rainy day.
do I want you and need you? I don't know the difference. I want you to come close, no, don't keep it distance.
I'm waiting for therapy. It's actually really peaceful here because it's raining so much and there's just so much greenery and stuff. So I have like 10 minutes. I'm gonna go inside. Hello. I don't know if I want this on. Do I want this on? It's a bit of glow. I don't know why I'm speaking in an accent. I wanted to come and end this vlog. This vlog is probably very, very long. But I didn't get a chance to chat yesterday after therapy. I was very tired, so I just took a bath and then made my tea for the night. I did 7 out of 7 days of my morning pages, which I was so proud about. There were days that were more difficult than others. There were days that were just chill, easy. I just talked about random things. There were days where things that I didn't really want to face came up, and I kind of just pushed through and tried to make myself feel as safe as possible while also facing that stuff. I find that doing the artist's way, for me personally, I am very good at intellectualizing my experiences, which is why, for example, talk therapy just isn't something that works for me, because I'll get there and they'll tell me certain things and I'll be like, well, I know that. You know what I mean? Like it's like I've already processed that. I've already figured that out. I've already laid it on a page and looked at it and been like, okay, I get that. This connects to that, and then this is why this is happening, and I'm processing that, and cool. But also it's still affecting me. So it's, for me, the way that I like to approach healing, and it's different for everybody, of course, because talk therapy can be so useful for certain, you know, individuals, and that's amazing at the same time. Whatever works for you, really, because healing is, there's no right way to do it, right? It's just amazing if you can do it and you can do what's best for your body in the safest way possible. But for me, a lot of it has to do with being in tune with my body, which is such a challenge for me. I don't think I've grown up doing that, and I don't think that we're really taught how to do that. Some people intuitively know how to do it better than others, but feeling, just feeling, allowing myself to feel. And in my check-in, there was the Artist Way check-in for the end of week 1, which was how many times did you do your morning pages, and like what came up from them, like what did you think, how did you feel, whatever. Artist's date, how did you feel about that, what did you do, which you guys know I did the Final Destination movie. And then the third is just like anything else that came up for you, basically. And in wrapping up week 1, I think the main thing that flashed across the screen for me that I realized and I intellectualized, and then I spent some time in therapy processing somatically, figuring out where I feel it, allowing myself to feel it, trying to make myself feel as safe as possible, feeling those just uncomfortable feelings of fear or guilt or sorrow or anxiety or whatever it might be, all intermixed at once, in a safe space with somebody who knows what they're doing and can make you feel comfortable and is there in case, I don't know, shit hits the fan or whatever, like your biggest fears, right? What was I saying? Hi. Yeah, oh my god, the biggest thing that flashed across is why I'm like so my brain. The biggest thing that flashed across the screen for me was I have a fear of being seen. Don't we all? I mean, I feel like a lot of people do, but I really have a fear of being seen and taking up space. And also within that, that's like the biggest branch, and then all of the little, like, it's like the umbrella and then everything else is underneath it. But there's like the fear of failure. I'm scared of being seen because what if I fail and then people see me failing? The fear of unashamedly feeling my emotions and being an emotional, deep human being. I have a very deep need to portray myself as who I normally am. Like, I feel like on the surface, I am a pretty happy, positive, and bubbly person. I'm fun, I'm adventurous, I'm passionate, I'm excitable, I'm funny, and humble. But I know that I am these things, but I, at the same time, can also be a very deep human being who feels very deeply, and I hide a lot of that from the world because I've been told many times before in my life by random people that I feel too much, or that I'm too much, or that it's a lot to handle, or whatever it might be, just like other, or like I need to get it together, I need to contain it, I need to be perfect, I need to be perfect. And that's like the need of being perfect has to do with all of that underneath the umbrella of the fear of being seen. So that's what I'm working on. That's what came out of the first week of the Artist's Way. And the first week of the Artist's Way was recovering a sense of safety, which is exactly actually how I feel now. I feel like I have recovered a little bit of a sense of safety, of being like, you know what? Okay, I'm getting more comfortable with the idea of feeling and the idea of being seen and taking up space. So that was great. I'm very excited. I'm happy that I did this. I'm on week 2 now, which is recovering a sense of identity. I will be vlogging that. I think I'm gonna just continue vlogging as much as I can. Hopefully I can do the 12 weeks. It'll be fun. I'm curious to see what insights come out. Like at the end of this, I decided that, you know what, I'm getting back into my poetry, and I've been writing poetry since I was 13 years old. I'm 25 now. And I've largely kept a lot of it private. I have an account on TikTok that doesn't have my name or anything linked to me, where I was posting a few poems very, very sporadically here and there, just text on a page, not me speaking it, not my face attached to it or anything like that. That did well, and I, you know, was received well, and people enjoyed that poetry. And for me, a lot of it is like, I fear being seen, but I really do want to be able to make people feel seen, and I want them to feel like less alone. And if my poetry can do that, my acting can do that, my YouTube can do that, my art in general can do that, then like if people judge it, I don't give a shit. If like 100,000 people, 100,000 is crazy, if 100 people judge me, but like one person is like, I feel less alone because of that video you posted or that poem you posted, then that's all that matters. Like that one person that feels less alone is all that matters. Those 100 people that are judging me are projecting something, whatever it is. It's none of my business really, but that's what it is. And I've been really scared of sharing my YouTube videos too to my Instagram and like people that know me, because I don't know, like it just, the idea of people watching my videos and judging me. But then I'm like, what are you like, I'm literally in my room talking about a book and journaling, and literally what are you judging me for? Like, I don't really know what it is. If you're judging me, cool, I don't care. Like it is what it is. But anyways, I decided to post a poem of me post a video of me speaking the poem that I wrote yesterday on that account. So there's a face now attached to the name, and I'm ramping up slowly to creating an account for my poetry on Instagram and linking it to my personal Instagram and sharing with the world what I write, because, and then there's like a little bit of like butterflies and like a little fear there. There's fear there because it's vulnerable and it's emotional, but also like, oh my god, I'm an emotional human being that feels things, that like the world feels things, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna read that. It's not like I'm gonna post a poem, people are gonna be like, nobody on the planet is gonna relate to it. Like nobody, like everybody's gonna be like, that's a very original experience. Like it's very much so not going to be that. So it's like, yeah. So anyways, that's what came out of the Artist's Way week 1. and I'm excited. And obviously I'm still dancing, I'm still auditioning, I'm still making videos. I'm trying to, I'm still catching up on editing. I'm gonna do that today. I have a call back for a commercial today that I'm going to today. How many times could I say today? Take a shot every time. And then afterwards I'm gonna go to a cafe and try and edit and read week 2 of The Artist's Way to see what my prompts are and what the vibe is. So if you want to follow along, that'll be in the next video. Hope to see you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't crazy too long, but if it was, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you. Bye.